Welcome back, everybody. It's, of course, Sport Federation TV, where we keep talking sport. As you know, I hardly need to tell you that anymore because you are tuned in every Friday night to listen to Sport Federation TV, to watch Sport Federation TV. That's me making a slip there in terms of my radio days. But yes, it is, of course, us talking about the sport in the Western Cape and the various districts and the various codes. August has been Women's Month, but we, of course, understand that there is a constant priority in South Africa to grow women's sport. Golf is one of the sports that is extremely active, has been doing very well, and back on the show, no stranger to Sport Federation TV, Sarah Braude, the president of Women's Golf South Africa. Of course, we are going to be talking a little bit about what's happening in the Western Cape. Sarah, welcome back.
Thank you, JP, and thank you very much for the invitation, and great to chat to you, and welcome all the viewers.
Thanks, Sarah. Wow, we've got 9-10 minutes to do a quick catch up. You've got, I mean, you guys have been active. We don't need to now relook the last 18 months. Golf was one of the first sporting codes out of the starting blocks. But you guys have been actively planning now, and as we spoke a few months ago, you've been actively planning your events into the future. And well, the future is here with us now. Some events coming up, well, immediately.
Yes, we have. We've got a jam-packed calendar over the next 3 months to close out the year. First up, we've actually got our prestigious Nomads SA Girls Championship. It's a national championship. Yes, it is played outside of the Western Cape in the Northwest, but we will see a huge contingent from the Western Cape. Kind of headlining that is Megan Stryker from Swellendam, who earlier this year actually won the South African Women's Amateur Stroke Play Championship. And then also the likes of Bobby Brown, Isabella van Rooyen, who are part of the winning team at our recent 72-hole teams championship in George, and a whole host of local talent in the Western Cape coming through. You know, this championship is obviously being run very, very carefully in terms of our risk mitigation plans and so forth. That goes without saying. In golf, we put together a very comprehensive strategy there. But it's a very special championship because it brings together only the juniors across the country.
Tell us a little bit about when you said willing team. What is willing team?
Oh, sorry. Did I say willing instead of winning?
Winning. Right. So we're talking about the winning team. So Megan Stryker and the team, of course, then going to be in action. What's the competition going to be looking like? This is, of course, the Nomad SA Girls then. And I believe it's in Magalies. Is it Magaliesburg?
It's at the Magalies Park Resort in the Northwest. And it's a 54-hole stroke play championship. And it's also World Amateur Golf ranked. Unfortunately, with our hard lockdown, our girls couldn't play. So the opportunity to play a prestigious World Amateur Golf ranked event is huge for them in terms of building their international ranking points. So we're very excited that we've managed to stage the championship and stage it safely. That's the most important consideration.
And then shortly after that, the girls travel back down to Cape Town to come and take part in the Boland Women's Open in the Cape Winelands.
Yes, that's correct. It's literally a week after the Nomads SA Girls, and a great venue at Pearl Valley within the Cape Winelands. And we look forward also to a kind of star-studded field there, but also an opportunity for golfers within the Western Cape to play an event that's local, that's literally on their doorstep. So and with all the junior talent coming through in the Western Cape, it certainly is going to be inspiring championship and certainly a successful one.
So how does that work, Sarah? When you say there's a room for additional participation, is it considered to be an open championships, or how do you enter? I'm assuming that the average person in the street who plays golf on a Sunday is not able to just walk in.
So what happens is that in women's golf we try and cater for all handicap divisions. Golfers have a handicap, and we certainly in the provincial championships and also the national championships have various divisions that people can play in. So all the tournaments are on our website, www.golf.rsa, and you're welcome to enter online. We have online entries for most of these championships, be they provincial or national. and there will certainly, you will find information about the tournaments. And if you want to find out more, you're welcome to contact us or the
Yeah.
local districts as well. They'll certainly be able to help you.
And talking about local districts, you've also got the Inter-Provincial Championships coming up in Cape Town?
That's right. The Cape Town District, Western Province, play host to this. It's an honor for the local region in terms of the Western Cape to be one of the host venue, or to be a host venue, if I can put it that way. And that will see bringing together teams from across the country. The various provinces give colors for this event. So it's really the top players in the country who will be teeing up at Rondebosch. It's a marathon championship. In other words, that there's 4 days of 36 holes, plus a practice round as well. So it's the fittest, the best golfers, mental strength, tenacity, resilience, all wrapped into one. But with any team event, the camaraderie is something that's really special. And it's amazing how, in terms of the contest, yes, it is about golf, but there are other things that get you over the finish line as well.
Sarah, you guys are pioneering women's sport in South Africa. Of course, last month was Women's Month, but at Women's Golf South Africa, every month is Women's Month.
That's correct, JP. Very much so. There's a passionate group of administrators, coaches, players, everybody who plays a role, and also let's not forget the sponsors and those supporters. It is a collective effort, and I'm pleased to say that we've kept momentum in terms of our national squad structure, where you'll find the likes of local Western Cape players like Kayla Williams, Isabella van Rooyen, and also Megan Stryker, Zara Lecure, who are all part of that national squad structure. And then within the districts, they play a huge role in terms of long-term athlete development, but also at a grassroots level.
If someone is watching the show tonight, they see all these fantastic role models and champions on TV, all these great photographs that we've got here. You've got a lot of fantastic events coming up. You've clearly got a lot of success stories of athletes coming through the ranks and ending up at an international level even. How does one get started? Apart from going to the website, are the doors open for young girls, for moms to bring the kids?
Very much so. We've always had a policy of providing grassroots coaching free to everybody. Anybody who is interested in starting up the game as a junior is most welcome to join one of our nodes. There are a number of them within the Western Cape region in particular, and obviously countrywide. We've got almost 52 coaching points across the country, and 6 of them in the Western Cape. So yes, we do direct people to the website. But also what they can do is go to a local golfing facility and inquire there as to how they can start taking up the game, because in partnership with a number of the golf clubs, we have grassroots programs. Yeah. And if they're not able to help specifically, they can certainly direct you to the local provincial structures or the national structure.
And you don't necessarily have to start off by playing 18 holes. You can just get on the tee and just hit balls on the practice range.
Yes, that's what's really fantastic about the whole program, is that you don't even need golf clubs. The actual equipment itself. Yeah. Any young girl can arrive, and those coaching points will equip her, will teach her, and take her through the basic steps. And what's really important is the fundamentals. In any sport, you learn and you grow and you build your skill levels. But it's very important that you have good fundamentals, and we have a fantastic team of coaches and professionals out there, as well as volunteers who assist with all of this. And what always is special for me is when I see the youngsters, the 4, 5, 6-year-old little girls who have this dream, or have seen something on TV, or have seen something online around a female golfer. And that's a dream that they want to fulfill. And those dreams do become realities. Megan, Kayla Williams, all the girls that I've mentioned have come through the development program in the Western Cape. And Kayla Williams, for example, now is in America on scholarship. And that's the journey for them towards the professional ranks. So we play significant, but also a very humbling role in that
Yeah.
process. And it's exciting to see them move on to the professional ranks and also to move into the industry. You know, you mentioned Women's Month. Yes, we focus on the athletes and so forth, but it's also about women in the industry as well. And there's so many stories to be told, and those opportunities we also like to carry forward for the players.
Sarah, we'll leave it at that, and we are looking forward to catching up with you again soon and finding out all those stories. Good luck for the Nomads. Of course, we hopefully will catch up with you before the Boerland Women's Open, and then of course the Cape Town District Champs with the IPC.
Thank you, JP. Much appreciated. We like to keep busy, and we've certainly got an action-packed 6 weeks coming up.
There we go, folks. Sarah Braude, she's the president of Women's Golf South Africa. A lot of events coming up, and they're doing a really incredible job. And then she said, as you heard it, if you're a parent out there and you want your kids to get started, there's many different locations in South Africa, in the Western Cape, where you can just knock on the doors and get signed up. And as she said, you don't need to have any equipment. Somebody will help you at the club. Folks, we'll take an ad break. Don't go away. Back in a sec.